everybody, and welcome to this series where I do all RuneScape quests on an Ironman. Yep, that's it. That's literally it. This is more of a challenge for me, and you all are just welcome along for the ride, I guess? I really appreciate you being here. But like, that's challenging enough for me, hence why the rule set is what it is. I went ahead and released the first episode of this series before recording this, because I didn't want to be a nervous, scary cat for yet another recording in a row, so that's over and done now. I seem to have forgotten that I have a very nice audience and that people are in general supportive, so it actually went a lot better than I expected it to go. I want to show you guys something. I spent like a week in the mines, and what I mean a week in the mines, I don't mean like a actual like in-game playtime week, because I'm only at like how do direction. I'm only like at 2 hours and 2 days and 12 hours played, but I mean like I've spent the week mining and smelting. And now, if you're gonna take a look at it, my mining is level 55 and my smithing is level 48. It took me 1,200 steel bars to get here. And it's about 2 coal per 1 bar. So that's 2,400 coal mined. And also, I was going at just a little bit of over 100 coal per hour speed, so I do mean that I spent a week in the mines. It got so bad that one day when my husband asked me how my day was, I said, "Oh, the coal production has been rather low today," as if I'm some sort of Victorian child doing child labor in like a literal mine. Thankfully, coal actually mines a bit slower than iron does, which means that I was able to like do other things on the side while doing it, but I've earned a very specific milestone in here, which is what we're gonna be doing. It is smithing me a full set of steel armor and weapons. So I want the steel plate body. I have already sold my armor set, my iron armor set, by the way. I want the plate skirt, because we are like upgrading. Now, mind you, the last thing that we're gonna be doing is fighting a dragon, and I am worried about that one. So I would ideally like to upgrade once more into mithril. But that's gonna be a lot, because that's 68 smithing, and I don't do XP calculations ahead of time. So like, I've done 1,000 steel bars and then calculated how many extra steel bars I'm gonna need after all that training in order to like hit the XP that I wanted to have. So now, based off the vibes, and like nothing else, I'm gonna be aiming for about 2,000 mithril to begin with, and then I'm gonna see how far am I off like 68 smithing, and I will actually calculate the full XP that I need from there on end. But this is a more long goal, because I will be switching what I'm gonna be doing. But it's to do with the name of the video and to do what we're doing right now. But for now, steel! Full set of steel! I got there. I got the full set of steel. My hard work has paid off, and I will say that this is one of the most satisfying things about RuneScape. RuneScape can be very, very grindy, but if you set yourself like a very specific goal, and then you reach it, it feels great. It feels fantastic. Because this wasn't as easy as getting to like Iron. I was doing this day in and day out until I got those levels that I needed, and now I have a full steel set. And that feels fantastic. I am very glad that I've done that. And now I'm gonna be setting off for Mithril a little bit later, though. So, first of all, I kind of wanted to show the mines off to you guys, because I've spent a significant amount of time over there, and I've noticed, well, I watched a part of Josh's Isn't Gaming series, and he has done Doric's quest, and Doric's quest is effectively just giving Doric whatever, like, ores that he wants. So I thought, how about we go and we mine those ores inside the Dwarven mine? Like, you know, talk with Doric, get those ores from the Dwarven mine, talk with Doric again, so that I can gloat to you about all my little things that I figured out for myself during this whole week of mining, because that has been my whole week. So I will see you in just about a second. I can actually show you on the map where it is. That's where Doric is. So let's go there and let's start Doric's quest, and we're then gonna go, you know, into the mines. We're gonna do the mining. It's gonna be a jolly good time. We can talk about the mines, and after that, it's gonna be the main thing that I wanted to do with this video, which is to learn how to do rune crafting, which involves a quest, Rune Mysteries, because I may have made quite a bit of gold doing steel smithing, because I would sell what I smith to general stores, and I would switch worlds in order to be able to sell to a general store without losing too much money. Even though I have like a pile of gold now, it's very easy for it to just disappear. So I want a sustainable way of getting runes, which would be to make my own runes, which might be slow at first, but hey, it's a skill, it's something that I'm gonna want in the future anyway. So to start off, this is directly gonna be my next goal. Hopefully I can achieve it before we start recording again in a couple weeks. 1,000 air runes and 1,000 mine runes. If I can make 2,000 runes for myself and then start using them to train magic, I would be pretty happy. If I just make 2,000 runes and don't start training magic, oh well, I made progress. I would still be, you know, pretty happy. So that is my direct next goal, but let's first go and meet at Doric. So I'm gonna see you there. Hello everybody, we're practically right outside Doric's hut right now. And one thing that I also wanna get your attention and show you is this is the members gate. You cannot venture into this territory without becoming a member. And because we're in a free-to-play world, like this thing is like a solid wall and it stretches everywhere, where there's like no nature little places that you can't cross naturally already. So yeah, what I wanted to say about that is you have no idea how many hours I've spent as a child trying to somehow squeeze through a members gate while in a free-to-play world where I'm not even sure that anything past this point even exists on a free-to-play world, because technically they don't need to like load the full maps in, because nobody can cross over in a free-to-play world anyway. One day, at one point, probably, hopefully, depends on my speed, maybe at around Christmas. That would be a great Christmas present to myself. We're gonna go through that gate. I'm gonna walk through it. It will be a great feeling. But that's nowhere near, and I'm actually okay with that because I have a lot of things to focus. Like you can see, me wanting to do some rune crafting and raise my magic up to 30 for the dragon quest and get my mithril gear, which comes after steel, which will probably take a while, and then also improve my regular... Yeah, we have a lot of shit to do before we're there. So that's fine. Hello, traveler! What brings you to my humble smithy? I wanted to use your anvils. My anvils get enough work with my own use. I make pickaxes and it takes a lot of hard work. If you could get me some more materials, then I could let you use them. Start Doric's quest? Yes. Yes, I will get you the materials. Clay is what I use more than anything to make casts. Could you get me 6 clay, 4 copper ore, and 2 iron ore, please? I could pay a little and let you use my anvils. Take this pickaxe with you, just in case you're gonna need it. So, I won't. I'm gonna drop it on the floor. I will say, certainly, I will be right back. So, first of all, dropping the pickaxe. Now, any of you guys in a rush? Because if not, I'm just gonna give you like a bit of an overview of Falador to make you understand where we are. This is Falador. This is Kingdom of Asgarnia. I know that like Runescape vets obviously don't need a bit of a guide in Falador, but there's quite a lot of people on my channel that doesn't know what Runescape is and have never played it. So this is their only experience of Runescape. So first of all, I've spent a lot of time in Falador. There's a bank right here. And then there's like a very, very nice smelting oven for your smithing needs. Like 2 buildings to the east. Making sure that I get my directions right, because there was that one time when I didn't. Now, if you want to do mining, by the way, yes, this is all of my gold inside my inventory right now. I'm bringing it because I only have a steel pickaxe and I thought I may as well upgrade it while we're going to the mines, you know? Because I'm pretty sure that I can use up to rune. I'm also pretty sure that the store doesn't sell up to rune. I want at least a mithril pickaxe, but I'm wondering what is the price of a demantite pickaxe. So that's what we're gonna find out. This is the mining bank. I call it the mining bank because if we're gonna run past this big building over here to this little hole, we get a little shortcut into dwarven mines. And just to give you an example, this is the regular entrance for dwarven mines. This is the shortcut entrance for dwarven mines. So this is where I have done most of my mining journey. Now obviously we're gonna be looking for clay, copper, and tin ore, but I may as well just like tell you about some rocks. This is some coal over here, but honestly there's really bad bastard level 32 scorpions that kept on attacking me, so that is not my preferred space for coal. My preferred space for coal is right here. These rocks, they're very, very safe. Like, the only enemies here, they're very, very low level. Now, if I needed iron, then the best spot to monopolize for iron is where this guy is currently standing, with these 2 iron rocks. Because, do you see that King Scorpion? It's staring right at him. It's aggroed on him, but it can't get to him. That's what I would do. I would kite the King Scorpion and I would hide over here. Now, I believe that's only coal. There's also some iron in here, which I didn't quite need to use as much, because once again, there is that problem of king scorpions. In general, this is my preferred iron spot, and when I can't get it, I am a bit at a loss. Because I can't get to my favorite iron spot. He wants 4 copper, right? I didn't actually ever mine copper and tin in here, and I don't know if this place has clay at all. But if it doesn't, then the nearest clay is in Barbarian Village, so I thought if we're gonna go down to the mines, I may as well, like, check for clay. I'm gonna just open 4 copper ore. That is 4 copper ore. You're drunk, game. 2 iron ore. Well, as he's keeping the aggro and he's using those 2 rocks, I may as well get my iron off this rock, because once again, this is not a very comfy rock. Those 2 rocks are ideal rocks. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I might need to actually murder a scorpion. That's very inconvenient. Oh well. I suppose it's good fighting practice. I will need higher fighting levels eventually anyway. I was about to say that I'm doing pretty shit against the scorpion, and I was like, oh yeah, it's scorpion level 32. Congratulations, me. We're now attack level 33. I'll catch up my strength and my defense to my attack level eventually. Which are currently at 30, in case I'm slightly obscuring the screen. I tried to, like, make my own camera slightly smaller because some people said that there's too much of me on screen. It's hard to get it correct for this game because how the windows work. I don't think that I'm too obtrusive, and I don't really want to get off the screen. I'm sorry. So there's always gonna be a me in here. I did die to one of these. It was pretty embarrassing. I had 15 minutes to get back to my corpse. I took like 5, but that did stress me out. I didn't want to go home. I wanted to continue mining, and one of those aggroed on me. And I didn't quite enjoy the experience, so that's our iron ore secured. Now... That's copper, right? What would be the yellow bits? The almost white bits. Would that... Oh, yes, it's clay! Perfect! So we can get everything here. And then we can also go to the mining store. I never even knew that there's extra iron in here. I suppose if this place is ever too busy, and my preferred iron rocks are taken, but I need iron, I can always, like, go higher up. Never thought about doing that. I thought about taking all the inconvenient rocks that are guarded by giant scorpions instead. So yeah, there's that. Now, the second good thing about this place is it has the mining store. AKA, this is where pickaxes are sold. Because you can't make your own. I suppose it's some sort of dwarven trade treaty or something, that they're the only people allowed to actually make pickaxes. But anyway, I cannot make a pickaxe. It's like forbidden knowledge. So, is it you? It's not you. Do you have a friend in here? Maybe it is you? It is you. Is that one? 32,000 for a rune pickaxe. Adamant is 3,000. And mithril is 1,000. Or at very least upgrading to adamant, but let me just check. Can I equip rune? I can equip Rune. I should just buy Rune. Excuse me, sir. Please take my steel pickaxe and please give me 1 rune. F, yes! So, if I was... I need a rock. Any rock will do. Wanna test it out? I should probably test it on coal. Because I will notice it the most. The better the pickaxe, the less clicks it takes to mine something. So it was expensive, but I got myself a pretty awesome rune upgrade. And honestly, if I'm gonna be making a rune upgrade? Pickaxe upgrade. And honestly, if I'm gonna be making my own runes, I'm not gonna be spending my stack of cash anytime soon. So this is probably a worthy investment. Okay, that's still taking quite a long time. But then again, if you fail to mine, you kind of just start the whole tick process all over again. So, if it's like 5 ticks to mine a coal ore, I'm using a random example, and then you fail that, it's like plus 5 ticks. You don't get to like do it in 6 ticks, and the tick is that tunk, tunk, tunk that your character is doing. In case I need to explain my own way of thinking. I have a bit of mithril ore in my bank, by the way, guys. That's because, well, there was like a special event and I did it because from time to time random things just kind of pop up for reasons. So it gave me some mithril and I was like, cool, that's gonna be useful for later. And now it's almost later, so you know, not bad. Anyway, I will see you back at Doric. I gave you an excursion into the place that I've been mining for a long time, which is Falador. Come on, brain. Let's not brain fart. So now it's just time to go and give him his shit. Hello, we are at the Doric's place now. I've been thinking ahead and boy oh boy, I will need a mind talisman because one of the types of runes that I want to make is mind. And free-to-play players don't like have an easy access to that. The easiest drop rate for those is 1 in 10 off imps, which there's fuck all off. The second easiest drop is 1 in 31 off wizards, which there's quite a few in the wizard's tower. I think I'll have to start stabbing me some wizards, but that's like a thought for a later time. Let's focus on what we're doing in here, okay? Have you got me materials yet, traveler? I have everything you need. Many thanks. Pass them here, please. I could spare you some coins for your trouble, and please use my anvils anytime you want. Yay! 1 quest point and 180 coins and 1,300 mining XP, which I honestly didn't need, but okay. Like, considering that I'm mining all of my own ore, I will say this. Mining is definitely going a lot faster than smithing is. So when I say I don't need mining XP, I do quite literally mean I'm not about to run low on that compared to my smithing XP. And anyway, I'm gonna be putting my coins away and then we can start Rune Mysteries. We can try and craft some runes right after we have done this, which I'm quite excited for. And this quest should give me an air talisman, so we should be able to craft some air runes together. And I'll just have to add like a step in my rune crafting journey of murder a whole bunch of wizards until the right things drop. So that's what I'm gonna be doing off screen at some point. Anyway, I will see you at Duke Horatio in Lumbridge Castle. I'm not quite at the right place yet. I've just used the Lumbridge teleport for the first time ever. Takes 30 minutes to recharge, but is free to use. I thought this was a very cool function. There's a choice on Age Hands, and it's just an NPC that tells you how long you've been playing. So you spent 2 days, 12 hours, and 46 minutes in the world since you arrived 18 days ago. And yes, you also have your character age in here at time played, but this guy also tells me when I started playing. Honestly, I feel good. I feel like I've made a lot of progress in 18 days, and I haven't even realized that it's been only 18 days. And there we are! 20 minutes in! It's time to start what I came here for today. It's been a slow day today, but honestly I wanted to take my time because, guys, if I'm spending a week in the mines, we're gonna talk about the mines and I'm gonna show some of them off, okay? Okay. Anyway, hello Duke Horatio. Greetings, welcome to my castle. I love that we can just stroll into his bedroom. This is kind of weird, honestly. You got any quests for me? I wouldn't describe it as a quest, but there's something I could use help with. What is it? We were recently sorting through some of the things stored down in the cellar and we found this old talisman. Ahaha, that is an air talisman. The Order of Wizards, over at the Wizard's Tower, have been on the hunt for magical artifacts recently. I wonder if this might be just the kind of thing that they're after. Would you be willing to take it to them for me? Yes, no problem. Thank you very much. You'll find the Wizard's Tower southwest of here, across the bridge from Draenor Village. When you arrive, look for Cedridor. He is the Archmage of the Wizards there. And surprise, surprise, it's also gonna be where I'm gonna be later slaughtering wizards for some mind talisman shenanigans. Honestly, if you want me to be any less murder hobo in your game, please add easy to access talismans and other pretty vital and important locations for free to play accounts. If not, then the wizards are gonna get it, and that's entirely on you, Jagex staff. Now, I will see you when we get to the Wizard's Tower. We are arriving at the Wizard's Tower! There's also a quest called Imcatcher in here, and remember when I said that imps also have a drop rate for mind talismans? I don't know how many imps get to lose their lives inside the Imp Catcher quest, but I am tempted to do it. Now, mind you, if I do, this is gonna be a very long episode, so maybe I should not. Maybe I should leave the Imp Catcher to some other day. There is Lumbridge here, and this is the Wizard's Tower, so this is where we are. I'm gonna assume that the Archmage would be up rather than down. That's not Archmage. That is Rick. Trailborn. Climb further up. Misgog. Greyzag. No? Really? Mr. Archmage is gonna be in... You antisocial fuck, why are you inside the basement? Okay, he is a wizard, occult people are kinda weird. I shouldn't be surprised. Whoa! Welcome, adventurer, to the world-renowned Wizard's Tower, home to the Order of Wizards. Towers go up, mate. They don't tend to go underground, just so you know. We are the oldest and most prestigious group of wizards around. Now, how may I help you? Are you Cedridor? Cedridor? What is it that you want with him? The Duke of Lumbridge sent me to find him. I have the talisman he found. He said Cedridor would be interested in it. Did he now? Well, hand it over then, and we'll see what all the hubbub is about. Okay, here you are. Doesn't seem to be anything too special. Just a normal air talisman by the looks of things. Still, looks can be deceiving. Let me take a closer look. Cetridor murmurs some sort of incantation, and the talisman glows slightly. How interesting! It will appear I spoke too soon. There's more to this talisman than meets the eye. In fact, it may be the last piece of the puzzle. Puzzle? Indeed! The lost legacy of the first tower. I now check if I'm actually recording. Yes, I am. Hello, me! I probably won't end up editing this out because I won't be paying attention. It would have been kinda shit if I wasn't recording because I would need to recall this conversation from the top of my mind, which I'm not very good at. This talisman may in fact be key to finding the forgotten essence in the mine. First tower? Forgotten essence mine? What are you on about? Ah, my apologies, adventurer. Allow me to fill you in. Go ahead. As you are likely aware, when we cast spells, we do so using the power of runes. These runes are crafted from a highly unique material, and then imbued with magical power from various runic altars. Different altars create different runes with different magical effects. The process of enduing runes is called rune crafting. Legend has it that this was once a common art, but the secrets of how to do it were lost until just under 200 years ago. The rediscovery of rune crafting had such a large impact on the world that it marked the dawn of the Fifth Age. It also resulted in the birth of our order and the construction of the first Wizard's Tower. If it was the first tower, I'm guessing it doesn't exist anymore? What happened? It was burnt down by traitorous members of our own order. They followed the evil god of chaos, Zamorak, and they wished to claim our magical discoveries in his name. When the tower burnt down, much was lost, including an important incantation, a spell that could be used to teleport to a hidden essence mine. The essence mine you mentioned earlier, I assume? Precisely. Rune essence is the material used to make runes, but it is incredibly rare. That essence mine was the only place it could be found that our order knew of. Since the incantation was lost, we have struggled to maintain our stocks of rune essence. There's seemingly those out there that still know where to find some, but while they have been willing to sell essence to us, they have refused to share the knowledge as to how to find it ourselves. I'm starting to see why this is so important, because you are about to crash the whole rune essence economy, and people that were making a livelihood selling it won't be able to do so anymore as you're gonna start procuring your own. So, you think this talisman can help you rediscover the incantation? I do. All magic leaves traces, and from what I can tell, this talisman was used heavily during the time of the first tower. It would have been taken to the essence mine many times, and the magical energies there will have left an imprint on it. To think that it was hidden in Lumbridge all this time. So what happens now? It is critical I share this discovery with my associate, Aubury, as soon as possible. He's not much of a wizard, but he's an expert on rune crafting, and his insight will be essential. Would you be willing to visit him for me? I would go myself, but I wish to study this talisman some more. Yes, certainly. Where is the guy? He runs a rune shop in the southeast of Varrock. Please take this package of research notes to him. If all goes well, the secrets of the essence mine may soon be ours once more. Best of luck, story Mirta. I don't remember telling you my name. How do you know it? Really now? I am the Archmage, you know, and we all have name tags. It's why I did not need to inquire him whether he is actually Cedrimore or not, so he is only using the player's knowledge, though if Cedrimore was a player, his list of activities would be pretty boring considering that he is rooted and cannot move from this one very specific room. For good luck, let's kill a wizard on our way out in case we find out that somebody has already tagged it. Okay, let's kill more than one wizard on our way out. I think that is the most logical thing to do here. Yep, I don't get any loot because somebody has hit it and ran away, which honestly is kind of annoying. Mostly because the enemies reset, but like somebody's tag on them does not. So as an Ironman, this is gonna end really badly. I'm embarrassed, but it's time to go. Don't kill me, please! Jesus Christ! That was one of the worst ideas that I have had in a long time. So, a reminder to myself, if I want to come back here and kill some wizards, I better bring some food. That would probably be a good idea. Also, maybe not wearing armor because it does set my magical defense to like -50. Magical is -10. Not too bad. All things considering. But yikes. Anyway, see you in the rock. Hey, we're here. I tried killing imps on my way here in case I get that coveted mind talisman. That is gonna be such a weird item to get stuck on. Oh, another imp. I understand that I'm at you, Aubury, but they have a 1 in, what, 10 chance to 18 chance to drop it? And that's precisely what they're not doing, so, you know, good. Anyway, got a black bead off one of those, which is apparently a thing that I need for Imp Catcher. So, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself infected with fleas by petting this dog. Kinda weird that it's following me around. I was supposed to talk to Aubury, I'm getting distracted. Hello. Do you want to buy some runes? I've been sent here with a package for you. A package? From who? From Cedridor at the Wizard's Tower. From Cedridor? But surely, he can't have. Please let me have it. It must be extremely important for him to have sent a stranger. Actually, wouldn't this, like, be a very not important task if he sent a stranger, considering that strangers are a lot more likely to just, like, run away with your items rather than people that you know? Now let's have a look. This is incredible. My gratitude to you, adventurer, for bringing me these research notes. Thanks to you, I think we finally have it. You mean the incantation? Well, when we combine my own research with the latest discovery, I think we might just... No, I'm getting ahead of myself. The signs are promising, but let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. Here, take these notes back to Cedridor. They should hopefully give him everything he needs. And you know the drill. I'm going there on my own and I'm murdering imps in front of me in case I get lucky and get the mind talisman. That wizard hit me very hard. That was scary. I only have 100 shrimps in my bank remaining. This would mean a grind where I fish shrimps, take them out, then go to the wizard's tower for a 1 in 40 chance of a drop. That might take a while. That's not a good way to spend the weekend when you were planning to, you know, go ahead with rune crafting. Hence, my ultimate fixation on imps here. So if I see any imp, they're definitely getting it. Anyway, I'm gonna see you at the Rune Tower. When I said Rune Tower, I meant Wizard's Tower. I just mixed up what we're doing with what this place is called. We're here now. Also, rune price isn't that very bad. It's like 3 gold coins per mind rune. So if I don't manage to get my mind talisman to make mind runes, I can buy them, but I would really desire the ability to make my own. Hello! Story Mirta, how goes your quest? Have you delivered my research to Aubury yet? Yes, I have. He gave me some notes to give to you. Wonderful! Let's have a look at them. Alright, let's see what Aubury has for us. Yes, this is it! The Lost Incantation! So you're able to access the Essence Mine now? That's right! Because of you, our order finally has proper source of rune essence again. Thank you, friend! If you ever want to access the Essence Mine yourself, just let me know. It's the least I can do. I will also share the incantation with others, including Aubury. When I do, I'll let them know that you are to be given unlimited access to the mine. Oh, and you can have this air talisman back as well. I have no further need of it. I'm sure you will find it useful. In case you didn't know, the talisman can be used to craft air runes. Just take it to the air altar south of Falador, along with some rune essence. Don't worry if you can't find the altar, the talisman can guide you there. You may find talismans for other altars as well while adventuring. I am about to murder your wizard's tower, bro, for a mind talisman. Like, I've done my research, I know. They'll let you craft other types of rune. Great, thanks! My pleasure. Let's test out the mine. Can you teleport me to the rune essence mine? I want to see whether when we mine rune essence, it fills up our inventory like any other type of thing, or whether they stack. Oh shit! It fills your inventory like any other type of thing. Alright. Well... Wizard's Tower doesn't have a bank. But if you decide to mine at the magic's shop, the bank is like right there. So... I do have an idea as to how to do this. How to make this work. Yeah, this is workable. If I'm accessing it from the rock, it will be fine. And if I teleport with him again, I just want to know where the other exits lead. Are they all the same? Yeah, I think they are. I think they are. So if I want to mine rune essence, it's best to do from the rock. Now the next thing that I want to do is to turn this rune essence into air runes. So we will want to find that altar south of Falador. We're not that far from Falador, so I'm gonna check in with you guys when I am there. Just so that we get to like see the whole process of making some air runes. And then Mirta on her own time will locate a mind talisman. Yes, there we go, brain. We're getting there. She'll mine plenty of rune essence, preferably about 2,000, and she will convert that to 1,000 air runes and 1,000 mine runes. And if mine talisman is just refusing to drop, she might just buy her own mine runes. But I'd rather be able to like permanently make them. I think that is the better plan. And from there on end, my plan is to grind up those magic levels, because my magic is currently pathetic, yo. It's like... It's like 4. That's not a lot of magic. And for the dragon quest, if I recall correctly, we need a nice little 33, which we're very far away from, and that is where I am currently aiming. I will see you outside of Falador. We are in the right location to make some runes. Some air runes precisely. I imagine I just used the talisman on this. Yep, I do, and... oh, this is a lot easier than I thought it would be. It just casually converts it. So there we go, guys. I can now do air and mind runes according to the level. According to me, I will need to get a mind talisman. I now have my hands full because I have my further goals established, and that is what I'm gonna be working towards in the foreseeable future. For today, we're gonna be stopping right here. I am so glad at all of the things that we have done so far today, considering that look at my awesome mining and smithing levels, look at my steel set, look at the fact that I can access rune crafting now, and I can make my own runes. And yeah, it's a little bit grindy, but this is just off Falador, it's not that bad. And honestly, if I can access the rune place from rock that's also close to a bank, that's not so bad. So I have my goals set, I know what I am doing. I'm gonna be most likely checking in with you guys in 2 weeks, as I am not in the rush now. Well, you will get the next episode next week. This is recording Mirta that's speaking. She has 2 episodes to record in 2 weeks. Normally I do 4 episodes in like 1 week and just upload for a month. But I've been doing it differently this time around, just simply because I needed to do some quests in order to unlock access to things that, well, I need for my own personal goals. So that's how the cookie crumbled. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me so far. I have my plate full. I have it full of goals. Hopefully I reach them. I can't wait to see you in the next video. I hope you're gonna come back. And thank you so much for my Patreon supporters that help me afford things. And when I am gonna pay for a year's worth of subscription eventually, that's the money that it's gonna come out from. So, thank you for watching. I hope I'm gonna see you the next time. I hope you're actually enjoying this journey. I am. I feel very accomplished. And toodaloo for now.